All right. This is the channel intro for Woody's Pictures, a new YouTube channel that I am starting today on July 16th of 2026 to talk about movies. And I don't want this to be just your run-of-the-mill movie review, movie YouTube channel. Obviously, movie YouTube channels have been around for a very long time. I want to do something a little bit different here. I want to talk about movies from a contextual and thematic standpoint, while you know, I guess just not necessarily reviewing them. Right? I don't want to make this a channel where it's like, oh, the acting was good, the directing was good, the cinematography was good. I'm giving this movie 4 out of 5 stars. I think that there's a lot of those, and I think that stuff can be reductive to a certain point. I think that movies have something to offer beyond their scale of being good or not. I think talking about them through the context of the production, the thematic, layering, whether even if it's not even a good movie, I think there's a lot of interesting stuff to be had there. And my goal for this channel is to feel like you're talking with a friend about the movie after just having watched it. My goal is for people to go to the theater, see a movie, come back, hopefully watch this video, and feel like they can have an open discussion with myself in the comments and feel as if my takes are organic. That's why this is going to be very lightly edited, if at all. I want this to be a very organic, conversational type of channel. Also, it makes it a lot easier for me to post content regularly if I don't have to do extensive editing. I'll admit that. And I want to talk about the name of the channel, Woody's Pictures. My name is not Woody. My name is Mike. This is actually an homage to my dad, my late dad, who passed away in October 2024. He is one that mostly, him and my mom both really got me into movies at a young age. Some of the movies I remember watching with him are Tombstone, Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Godfather, a lot of typical father son, genre films. But he really definitely impacted my experience with film, and his name was also Mike, not Woody. The context behind the name is actually from the film Nebraska, the Alexander Payne film with Bruce Dern, Will Forte, and Bob Odenkirk. This was a movie that my dad and I really enjoyed. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my Letterboxd top four. And while it did receive some recognition from the Academy, I still think it is a underrated film. A lot of people haven't seen it, and if they have, I don't think they appreciate it as much as they should. I know that's a very subjective take, but if you've seen the movie, they the character, the main character, Bruce Dern's character, his name is Woody, and he is um, a character who thinks that he won the lottery through like a scammy sweepstakes, and Will Forte's son, as like a bonding opportunity with his dad, takes him to Nebraska to claim his lottery winnings. And it really is. It's a great film. I do enjoy Alexander Payne movies. This one in particular, I think the sense of humor and just the context of it is really special and resonates with me. And I used to jokingly call my dad Woody, um, which isn't as funny now because he's passed away. But it was like a goofy old man kind of nickname, and it was all in good fun. I didn't use it as an insult, but um, my dad and I shared a lot of movies together. We went to the movies a lot. I ended up studying film and digital media in college as an undergrad. I moved to LA when I was 22 after graduating from college. And I worked on a few sets as a production assistant. I worked on a very low budget trilogy of um, action war films called Rogue Warfare, which I would be absolutely shocked if anybody watching this has heard of. I worked on the Oprah Winfrey Network on a show called Homemade Simple. But basically, production assistant work, especially back then. I don't know if the rates have gone up, but I was making $15 an hour. Didn't enjoy it. So I essentially got into digital production and digital media from that point forward, and I rose up the ranks in a company called Omnia Media, which has since kind of fallen apart in the corporate conglomerate acquisition game, which I again don't want to get into that, but I still love film. I still watch movies all the time. I am still actively trying to engage in the industry. Do have friends in the industry from my time in LA. I write spec scripts. I have a writing partner. I write my own individual scripts as well. We are actually looking to finance a movie, a horror comedy, a dark comedy horror film that is also a Thanksgiving film, and we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, this is all just to give some context of who I am, my experience in film, the reasoning behind this channel, and why I think it would be cool to make a channel where we as in myself and my viewers talk about movies maybe from a more substantive standpoint. I think there is a lot of stuff out there that's just like I said, it's just like, the acting was good. I like what they did with this. I didn't like what they did with that. And while I am going to give like my opinion in some extent, I probably will make it be known whether or not I liked the movie that I watched. I don't want it to be as simple as that. Not only because it's been done a million times, but also because I don't think anybody's going to watch it if that's the way things go. And yeah, I mean, I know that YouTube is a slow burn. I have a few other channels. I'm trying to get more into content creation independently, and this is one of my endeavors. I love movies. I love watching movies. I love talking about movies. So hey, why not make content about them as well? So we will see how it goes. I know it's a slow burn. I'm not expecting many views on this video, at least initially, and I'm probably not expecting many views on videos for a while. The movie YouTube space is very crowded, but I'm hoping that um, this conversational approach of analysis and discussion is hopefully refreshing to people who watch YouTube videos about movies. That's mostly of what I got here today. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be awesome. A lot of cool movies coming up here soon. I am going to see The Odyssey 3 times. Excited about that. I want to make a video about some other movies that were big in this year. One that particularly resonated with me was Backrooms. I'm going to give that a second viewing, and I'd like to make a video about that. But we'll see where this goes. If you're watching this, I appreciate you. Please comment and subscribe. And yeah, let's talk about movies. Let's have a good time. And that's all I got. Talk to you guys soon.